You're watching Nostalgia with me, Squeak.
Hey peeps, welcome back. It's Squeak, and I'm here to give you all another Toons of our time. And what's that? Just this internet show I do where I watch the first 10-ish episodes of a cartoon from somewhere probably earlier than 2014, recap it, review it, and rate if a young adult from the year 2020 appreciates the subtle nuances of a cartoon made for children in 2008. And what is the show I'm reviewing today? Well, it was Hispanic Heritage Month, and I wanted to watch something fitting. If I'm lucky and wasn't a lazy sack of shit, I would have gotten this audio to my editor in time for the episode to still go up during. Did I get it to you in time for it to go up in Hispanic Heritage Month? That's exactly what I thought. I decided to watch the dramatic tales of a young boy struggling against his inner demons and those around him to do good. With each passing day, he falters and sputters on the road to either heroism or villainy. That's right, I'm talking El Tigre. So here's a little more in-depth recap on the show. El Tigre follows the antics of 13-year-old Manny Rivera and Frida Suarez. See, Manny was gifted a magical belt that can turn him into his superhero alter ego by his father, White Pantera. He also lives with his grandpappy and crime lord, Puma Loco. The show mostly just follows the life of Manny and Frida and how he uses his powers to cause either good or mayhem. Will he beat up a gang or rob a bank? I don't know, depends on how he's feeling today. None of the episodes rely on each other much, but some world building and information and people do stay consistent. Also, the show does have a lot of slapstick humor that would appeal to a younger demographic. Surprise, surprise.
Dang! Dr. Paprika got away! Nope, that's the escape hatch. He just jumped into the incinerator chute.
Now that we've gotten through all that, let's get to the review. I will be reviewing this show on a number of criteria. This is all based on the story, how well the story was able to retain my attention, characters, the opening theme, the theme sequence, art direction, dialogue, and anything else I think fits for this show. I don't always judge shows the exact same way because each show is unique. You can't judge Blue's Clues the same way you would judge Symbiotic Titan, you know?
Yeah, it's like,
Thanks, Lance.
First is the intro. It's mostly like kids chanting El Tigre over mariachi music. It's alright, but not great, pretty simple. It's like eating McDonald's fries without McDonald's ketchup. It could be better, it's not ideal, but you got those building blocks there. I will admit though, I do like how White Pantera narrates the very beginning, and when it introduces Manny, it does that like Borderlands thing where the camera gets in closer and gives the name of who it's showing. I'm a sucker for that. The opening sequence is also basically just scenes directly from the show, which isn't bad. It showcases the actual art style of the cartoon, which I love. I will admit that while a lot of the art is flat, it's obviously flash animation, it does have a lot of character. But how would it not having come from the mind that brought us the Book of Life? That's right, this guy right here, Mr. Gutierrez. Let's even give him a fancy name tag. Perfect, you know what? I think we also need to list some other things he's worked on really quickly. Blink and you'll miss it. Now, the art may be good, but the voice acting is superb. We got Manny voiced by Alana Ubach, aka Liz Allen in the spectacular Spider-Man, Lola Boa and Brandy Mr. Whiskers, and Mama Imelda in Coco. Then you got Grey Delisle voicing Frida. If you don't know, we basically worship the ground Grey Delisle walks on around these parts. Squeak is the president of the Grey Delisle Simp Club. How could you not be? I've already talked about her a little bit in my Shaolin Showdown video. You should check it out, unless you're a bitch. But I'm gonna name some more characters she's voiced that I didn't list in that video. You got Frankie, Duchess, and Goo from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Mandy from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Wubsy from Wow Wow Wubsy. What a queen. Not to get carried away, but I also want to mention one of the recurring characters is voiced by Joe DiMaggio. You know, Bender from Futurama, Jake the Dog from Adventure Time, and Dr. Draken from Kim Possible. We simp him too, you better believe. Okay, I'm gonna get off my voice actors tirade, but I do want to mention really quickly that George Takei and Danny Trejo do voice random characters in the show. If you watch it, listen for them. This show also has some killer characters, like Manny and Frida are okay, but the recurring characters kill me. Sartana of the Dead is iconic, El Oso is hilarious, and Grandpappy is a whole ass mood. Sure, El Tigre is the titular character, but you're really here to see what crazy shenanigans the side characters are gonna get up to. And that's because Manny and Frida are kind of weak characters. There, I said it, don't fight me, but that kind of ties into how I feel about the show overall. I honestly wanted to like it a lot, more than I actually did. Manny and Frida barely felt like characters to me. The stories from episode to episode honestly could have been fun, but at points I had to force myself to keep watching. There was no depth to anything, and I know what you're saying, Pipsqueak, this is a show made for literal children, and I know, I hear you, but I'm not here to judge as a child, I'm here to judge as an adult. If you want a mindless show with slapstick humor and the occasional witty quip, this is the show for you. If that's not gonna cut it, maybe skip. You might want me to go a bit deeper than that, but I genuinely just can't. There's not much more for me to analyze. The show honestly had a lot of great building blocks, but it fell short on the actual delivery for me. I like how it looks and how it sounds, but watching it could be alright at best, but mostly With that, I'll give El Tigre a 6.5 out of 10. It didn't attract my big boy brain, but this doesn't mean don't check it out. Feel free to still watch some, form your own opinions. We love analytical kings and queens around these parts. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!